Fellas, what is going on today, fellas? So in this video, I wanted to bring you guys the best cheap opals that you guys can pick up on NBA 2K20 Myteam. So we are in June, and there's a lot of buy now opals that you guys can pick up to improve your team, and I'm going to tell you guys which ones are the best. So yeah, we're going to try to do it from like positions like point guard to center, because honestly, like, that's just the best way to do it. I want to like make them diverse in the guys that you can pick up. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into this video, man, and we're gonna start off with the point guard position. So let's go Galaxy point guard. Let's look at some guys that you could pick up. So honestly, my favorite right here is Jason Kidd, but I'm trying to see if there's anybody else. Draymond is a good one as well. Jason Kidd and Draymond are probably some of the best buy now opals that you can get. Some of the best cheap opal point guards that you can get in this game. Those are probably like number 1 and 2. Because the reason I say that, well, let's just take a look at Jason Kidd, for example. This Jason Kidd is highly slept on just because people don't like his release. If one man says a player's release is bad, it does not mean it's gospel truth, guys. Test the release out for yourself and see if you like it. And if you even if you don't like it, like, don't just play one game. I don't like this man's release, I'm not using him. Go into a freestyle, practice with the man, because you're passing up on a great card. I mean, the man has got 47 Hall of Fame badges and 15 on gold. And this guy is super cheap. We'll find out his price in a minute. But I mean, he has great badges. This Jason Kidd is actually goated. He has all the badges that you need for a guard. He can shoot crazy. He has rebound chaser Hall of Fame at a 6'4" guy. He's got pogo stick. He's got some of those big men badges too, like right here, back down punisher, worm, post move lockdown, moving truck, box. He has all of those on gold. Bro, that is ridiculous right there. So this Jason Kidd is definitely goated. Once you get his release down, he becomes one of the best point guards, probably one of the best buy now opals in the game, one of the best cheap opals in the game. Let's find out what he's going for. So I'm just going to search him here by his name, Jason Kidd, and we're going to put the max buyout. I'm going to take a guess and say he's going for around 60K. Or nah, I think he's even cheaper than that. Yeah, he's 45. You saw 45K right there. Let's drop it even further. See if we can find him for 43. Okay, 41.5 basically is what he's going for. Great pickup for his price. Amazing pickup. I definitely love using this card. It's super fun to use. He does great dunks as well. And yeah, it's just a great card. He can guard the 1 through 5. The only thing is he's 6'4". That's really the only thing holding him back from being one of the best cards in the game. So yeah, I think he's highly slept on. We're gonna look at Draymond as well, just because that's really the only other one that I would recommend for you guys. Let's bump up the max buyout first to see his price. He is more expensive than Jason Kidd, and I think he's significantly more expensive, as you can see right here. 83,500 for Draymond, and I do think Jason Kidd is a little bit better, even though Draymond is 6'7". Draymond has a lower, I think he has a lower 3-ball right here. I didn't show Jason Kidd's attributes, but just know everything is goated on the card. Everything is goated on. His attributes are crazy. I mean, he's better than Draymond's here. I mean, Jason Kidd does everything that Draymond can do, and he does it better. The only thing that Draymond is just taller, and some of those badges that Jason Kidd had on gold, like those big man ones, Draymond happens to have on Hall of Fame. So if we take a look, he has box Hall of Fame. He has moving truck Hall of Fame. Jason Kidd did have rebound chaser Hall of Fame. They both have that. Draymond has post move lockdown Hall of Fame, worm, back down punisher. He has those on Hall of Fame, while Jason Kidd had those on gold. So that's really the difference between these two guys, and the height. So if you really want to get Draymond, you can get Draymond. So I mean, it's not a bad choice. Definitely not a bad choice. Then I would definitely recommend him. Since he's 6'7" and he can play the point, he can compete with those taller guys. Okay. So we're gonna move on into the shooting guard spot to see if there's any good shooting guards that you guys want to pick up, and there definitely is. We're gonna take this off the filter, and we're gonna go to shooting guard. All right, let's take a look, man. Let's take a look. Right off the bat, my favorite would be George Gervin, and this man is really cheap. I think he's one of the best ones that you can get for cheap. So I would definitely recommend getting George Gervin. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else here that, you know, is decently. Eddie Jones is a good one as well. We're gonna look at George Gervin first. So let's search him by his name so we can find the cheapest version of him, so we can see what he's going for. George Gervin. We're gonna put the max buyout to, I don't know, I'm gonna guess maybe around 35K. Okay, that was a pretty accurate guess right here. He's going for around 35K, 34 basically. So let's take a look at George Gervin, see how good this card is. 6'7", so you can play the 2 or the 3, either one is fine. He's got a 91 3-pointer, which goes up to like a 95, 96 in game, depending on who your coach is. And his ball handling is not bad, it's in the 80s. And he can play good defense. I mean, he's 95 block, 86 interior. He's a good rebounder as well. He's got 45 Hall of Fame badges and 20 on gold. Let's see what is. He's got moving truck Hall of Fame. Yeah. He's got deep hooks Hall of Fame. Yeah, that's another thing. He can score in the post. He's got post move lockdown, rebound chaser on gold. And he's got defensive leader, floor general. All right, he's got good badges. But yeah, like I said, he could score in the post. As you can see, he's got a 94 post fade here. And then he's also got a 95 post hook. So he's really good in the post. That's why I recommend George Gervin. We're going to look at Eddie Jones, because Eddie Jones is like the other guy who I'd recommend. Even though we're going to have to bump up the buyout for Eddie Jones because he isn't as cheap as George is. All right, you see right here, 67,500 is as cheap as Eddie Jones. And this one has a shoe on it, so we'll look at this one. Eddie Jones is going to be a better shooter than George for sure, and maybe like a better facilitator, but in terms of the defense, I don't think he will be. Maybe a better on-ball defender, but definitely not a better rebounder, definitely not a better interior defender. And he has like a few less badges here, and he's not going to be guarding the post like George Gervin is. And on top of that, George Gervin is like 40 KMT cheaper, so I would definitely recommend. I mean, he does have post move lockdown on gold, but he doesn't have like moving truck, you know, all those other things like that. So I would recommend George Gervin over, you know, Eddie Jones. And I know some of you guys say, why does it matter if your guard has those post badges? It doesn't matter. Well, if you're playing TTO, even if you're not playing TTO, if you get called, if somebody calls a screen and you have to switch, and now you end up guarding a big man, you're gonna need those badges. So I've heard people in my comments say before, oh, guards don't need, or they were talking about Jason Kidd, or any guard does not need those badges. Absolutely they do, because if you get switched on, it's over for you. It's clipped if you don't have those badges. Okay, so we're gonna look at some small forwards here now and see who you guys can pick up. Gerald Green is good. Jimmy Butler is probably my favorite one. AK-47 is not bad either. Danny Granger is not bad. And you know, I probably would stay away from him, to be honest with you. But Gerald Green is like probably the newest one that's an Evo. And Gordon Hayward's not bad. But obviously I don't want to look at all of those guys, just because it would be too much. It would make the video too long. So we're just gonna look at probably like Jimmy. Yeah, probably we're just look at Jimmy for now. But these guys are other suggestions. You can look at these other guys if you want. Jimmy is a little like more towards the expensive side. So we're gonna put the max buyout to, I'm gonna take a guess. He's saying he's going for around 90K. That's my guess. Or I'm just put 86 right there. He's gonna be one of the most expensive guys out of the list that I'm bringing you guys right here. As you can see, there's none here for 86,000. I'll go up to 90. Yeah, 94. He is pretty expensive, guys. And it just goes to show how, I mean, I'm not gonna say he's expensive because he's under 100K, but it just goes to show like that this card is actually really good. And he has a great release, great release. So, and I was actually using him on my team. Like I had him on my team. Is he still there? He might still have a spot. I'm not entirely too sure if he has a spot or not in my squad. But this is what he's looking like, man. He's a great shooter. He can score in the post as well. Good passer, great defender. He can guard all positions. He's a good rebounder, 82 to 84. Not amazing, but a good. And then he's very athletic here. He's got 44 Hall of Fame badges, 19 gold. And, you know, he's got all those shooting badges that you need. Defensive badges are going to be crazy on this guy because he's an amazing defender, obviously in real life. So it's going to transfer over. He's got post move lockdown, rebound chaser, moving truck, rim protector. So, and on top of that, his release is amazing. So that's why I would recommend using this Jimmy Butler, guys. If you can, like, you know, stretch your MT out a little bit, then I would definitely recommend using Jimmy Butler. I do think it is worth it, okay, to get Jimmy. So yeah, and we're gonna go into a power forward now. So let's take off Jimmy Butler, go power forward, and we're gonna take this off. We're gonna take this off right here. Let's take a look at some power forwards. Right off the bat, my favorite would be Chris Webber, and I don't even know if there's gonna be anybody else here. Antoine Jamison is not bad if you run him at the small forward. Sean Kemp is another one who could work, who's not bad. But my favorite would be Chris Webber, and I'll show you why. This Chris Webber, bro, is amazing, bro. He's actually amazing. I mean, just comparing him to my Kevin Garnett, he's got more Hall of Fame and more gold badges in my KG. Chris Webber is 6'10". He can shoot with a 94 3. He can play the post, obviously. He's a great facilitator, as you can see right here. He's a great defender as well. His perimeter defense is 88 only, though. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all, actually. I mean, he has Hall of Fame clamps. But if you want to bump up his perimeter defense, a coach like Terry Stotts or Steve Kerr would do that for you. And then also with a shoe, that would bump it up even further. He's got a 96 rebounding, which is good. He's very athletic, speed of ball 89, which is great, obviously. And then, you know, he's just got all the badges that you need, all the shooting ones for the most part, the rebounding ones, the defensive ones. I mean, he's great. He's actually great. The difference between this card and most big men is that he's such a great facilitator that, you know, he's so versatile. Like, he can do it all. Some big men, maybe they can shoot and play deep, but they're not too agile. Like, Chris Webber is great, bro. Chris Webber is great. I think he's slept on because his release isn't the greatest, but it is good enough. If you do happen to practice with it and get good with it, you can definitely be good with it, okay? And for the center position, I'm going to say, and a guy who I'm actually using on my team, Andrei Kirilenko, or AK-47, the new one. He is part of the Out of Position 2 that just came out yesterday, and he's going for cheap. I mean, he's going for pretty cheap. I didn't check Chris Webber's price, but you saw he was going for around 60K. I'm not going to check Chris Webber's cheapest, but Kirilenko, we can check his cheapest, okay? We're going to go Kirilenko. See how cheap he is, man. Because this man is actually really good. So let's bump this up. I'm going to guess 74. Okay, I don't know if that's a sniper or not. I'm just going to... Let's find a couple more. I mean, it probably is. If I put it to 74, that's the only thing that popped up. And that's maybe not a snipe, but, you know, a good steal, I should say. It may not necessarily be a snipe. But, it looks like somebody bought that out already. He's going for around 80K, guys. So, I would definitely recommend picking this man up. I think this man is a really, really good card. Let's just take a look at him. Compared to Dave Robinson, why not? The thing is, he is a center, but you'd want to run him at the power forward ideally because he's 6'9", so I would not run him at the center. But he's a great shooter, 97.3. He can play the post as well. Great facilitator, even better than probably Chris Webber was. And then he can guard the 1 through 5. Look at that, 98 block, 99 steal, 98 perimeter defense, 98 interior, 97 and 98 rebounding, 95 speed of ball. Bro, this guy's 51 Hall of Fame badges, 16 gold. Come on, and he's going for 80K. Like, this is an absolute steal, bro. He's a steal. He's a steal. He truly is a steal. I would definitely recommend picking up this guy, okay? He's got deep hooks on gold. He can do everything that you need. He's got playmaking badges, all that, bro. He's similar to Chris Webber. He's definitely better though than Chris Webber, okay? And he's got, I think he has base 11 if you guys like that release, like very similar to LaMarcus Aldridge. If you guys use the other Opal 8K, then you know what his release is like. It's the same. So yeah, he is here in my squad right here at the power forward. I got Joel Embiid at the center. Yeah, I didn't have Jimmy Butler though. I have Bill Russell right here, the small forward. But yeah, guys, those are my suggestions to pick up cheap players, cheap Galaxy Opals, buy now Opals to improve your team. I hope those helped. And if you did enjoy this video, guys, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, guys. We're closing in on 30K, so we definitely want to hit that as soon as possible. If you guys are new, please help me out with that. And also, I stream every day at 5 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to tune into those, man, make sure you have the notification set to all so you get notified when I go live. And yeah, with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.